Alright guys, this is the Rattan Pathfinder. It's a 750 watt rear hub motor with 26 by 4 tires. As you can see there, those ubiquitous CST Bigfoot tires, 26 by 4. Nice bright tail light back there, as you can see. Get you a close up. Comes with fenders and the rack. Had to put the rack on myself. It's a $16.99 on Rattan's website. It's kind of like a cheaper version of like the Himalaya Zebra, for example. A little bit cheaper, a little bit smaller battery. We have a 15 amp hour battery here in the down tube. 48 volts, of course. Key unlock is here. Charge port is here. And the status port is right there. Comes in white and I think a couple other colors on the website. I'll put that on the screen for you. This is my second Rattan. I had the LM 750 for about a year. Eventually sold that e-bike after riding it for over 600 miles, and Rattan's finally come out with some new products here. So they have a step over version as well for the Pathfinder, and again, it's kind of like a cheaper version of like the Himalaya Zebra, for example, or maybe the Derwin Seeker that I had way back, I think over a year ago on the channel. So let's take a look at this up front here. There's a pretty big headlight, as you can see. Nice set of handlebars there. Hydraulic brakes, 180 millimeter rotors as well on the e-bike, with a front lockout. Now this bike is something I've never seen on an e-bike before. If you look over here, you see that? Looks like a broken brake cable, right? Wrong. That is a mechanical lockout for the front suspension. I've never seen that before on any bike, let alone an e-bike. So the way that works is there's a switch right here, and if you want to lock the suspension down, you press that down, and the bottom one unlocks it back into full suspension mode. So kind of an interesting twist. When I first looked at it, I thought, okay, is my brake cable broken? Because my front brake wasn't working too well. And I got a little worried there for a minute, and then realized that that's not a brake cable, that's a lockout for the front suspension. So pretty unique and interesting, and I don't know how well it, how much that's needed on an e-bike. I mean, I doubt I'll ever use it if you ask me, but hey, it's there, so there you go. So a couple problems out of the box. This battery is all scratched up. You can see here. So I'm assuming that was damaged in shipping from something in the box. There's a scratch here and then a big scratch down here. The second thing that's really annoying about this bike is the front brake rotor. It makes a lot of noise because it's scraping the pads in there, and it's slightly bent. You can't really see it here, but there's a slight bend in one end of it. I can kind of see it here if you look at it, but it's very subtle, but it's creating just a swishing noise when you're riding the e-bike, especially at lower speeds. Just pretty nice cockpit. We have locking grips here, faux leather, pretty smooth. I wouldn't say they're grippy. Here's the hydraulic brakes. Again, more scratches here if you look at that. With a paddle shifter, 8 speeds. Not sure what brand that is. I am getting some skipping on the gears, particularly in like 8th gear. I'm in 6th now, and that seems to be working okay, but the gears are definitely skipping on that derailleur back there. Here's the left side, so we have a thumb throttle. We have a lockout, mechanical lockout, and the control panel. I like this control panel. Easy to read, easy to see buttons. You get a power, you get a light, you get an info, plus and minus. Box comes as the e-bike comes as a class 2 out of the box. Here's a look at the. See if I can get a better angle for you here. Gives you percentage. It gives you wattage. It's a nice display. Trip, odometer, max speed, and average speed, time. There's trip again. So I got I did about 25 miles on the first charge. The first charge out of the box, so my guess is 15 amp hours will give you about 30 miles overall on you know, flat conditions. I did that 25 in real world conditions, so it's pushing it a little hard at times using the throttle to cross the streets and stuff. But overall, not a bad e-bike. Just pretty annoyed about the front brake rotor and the skipping in the gears back here. So that derailleur is a Sunrace or Sunrace. Never seen that brand before, so it looks like they cheaped out a little bit on that. It's not even a Shimano. You can see it's M40 is the, I guess, the model number of that. But definitely some skipping in there. There's a cassette back here. I'm not sure what size that is. The bike weighs probably in the 70s, so it doesn't say in the website. Step over height is about 17.7 inches, and the minimum seat height is 33 inches, I think. So again, bigger tires, so you know, better suited for taller riders. But you're certainly, if you're 5'5", 5'6", you can ride this e-bike pretty well. This comes down pretty far. Here's a look at the tan headlight. Looks like LED. It's pretty bright. It's got these like side things going on. Very bright taillight as well. So nice display. If you hit the plus and minus buttons over here, you can see it goes right into the settings mode. No password, anything needed. You just use the down arrow to move, and you can adjust a whole bunch of stuff in here, including the PS levels. So this bike at PS1 is around 16 miles an hour. Let me see if I can actually try and lower that a bit. Gotta go back. Okay, so I think it's in advanced. Now we press the info key. Yeah, there it is. Speed sensor, assistant number, power sets, 0 to 5. So 1 is 50%. Yeah, we need to lower that. I hope they can see that. So I'm going to lower it to, let's do 30%, 35. And then 2 is 65%. I want to bring that down to 50%. So we'll try that out and see how that works. Okay, shut the bike off. Turn it back on again. And let's give this a try. PS1 is now doing 10 miles an hour. Much easier on the battery there. PS2, we're going to bump it up. Doing 18 already, 19, 20 miles, 21 already, wow, 22. PS3, we're doing 26. PS4, we're doing 29. 30 miles an hour. This thing does 30 miles an hour. Got a little bit quick there, but that was top speed, 30 miles an hour, not bad. Okay, here we go on the hill test. I'm in PS5. Just gonna hit the throttle for now. 750 watt motor, so this should climb this hill very easily. Doing 12 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour. It's climbing slowly. I'm gonna start pedaling here. It's a little sluggish, to be honest, but 12.6, 12.8, there's 13. We're doing 521 watts, 582, 600 something. It's getting steeper up here. motor's pretty loud back there. It's kind of just grunting up the hill here. Okay. 9.4. 9.2. 9. 8.9. Wow. So not as good a hill climber as my other Rattan, the LM 750. That's a lighter bike, of course. But there you go. It's got cruise control. It just went into cruise control by itself there. That was a little weird. I wasn't pressing anything. I wasn't even pedaling. So it's carrying me now at 14 miles an hour in cruise control. Let's go do the downhill run and we'll test the brakes at the end. Just hit 30 miles an hour, 31, 32, 33. Okay, let's test those brakes. A little skittish there. There you go. Oh, we hit 33 miles on that downhill run. And my glasses came off. Alright, there is your Pathfinder from Rattan, 750 watt, $16.99. Click the link in the description if you want to buy this one. It's good. I wouldn't call it great. It's not a bad e-bike. The rotor noise is really annoying, so hopefully I can get that fixed. But power is, I was expecting a little bit better of the power going uphill. So yeah, my electric XB is just as good going up the hill as this is. So anyway, that's the Rattan. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.